What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I just finished up a yoga routine and I'm feeling like so blissed out right now. Honestly, I can't even see straight. I'm like, oh. But a lot of you guys have been asking to see my evening routine, and it's pretty much the same evening routine that I do every single night. So I thought I would film it in real time for you guys. So I just finished up yoga. It's around 5:30 now, and I'm gonna cook some dinner and then kind of go through my de-stressing, unwinding evening routine that I do pretty much every single day. So if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, I would love if you did that, and come along for the ride. Let's do this. So the first thing I always do when I'm starting my evening routine is get into my PJs. I just love switching into my nighttime clothes. I'm wearing my Massage Envy shirt that I got when I was at the summit a couple of weeks ago. And then I start prepping dinner. So tonight I wanted to make a curry stew with noodles, but then I realized I didn't have any curry. So I kind of just made it up and chopped up a bunch of veggies. I just kept it vegetarian and threw them all into a pot with just a bunch of spices. I do this a lot where I just honestly put a bunch of vegetables into a pot. It's sort of like a soup because you guys know that I love soup, but basically it's just a very warming, hearty stew. And then I use some noodles just to, add some carbs in there. And also they're a pretty good source of protein. These are the ramen noodles from Lotus Foods. I really, really love them, but I get super lazy, especially when I already have something cooking on the stovetop. And so I just use the kettle to boil them. I just put them in a bowl and add the boiling water and just let those sit until they've cooked. And you know what? It totally does the trick. So then I just put the stew on top of the noodles, and this is just a really quick, easy dinner. If you guys want to see the recipe, just comment below letting me know, and I will try and write it down next time. But it was just the perfect meal for a weekday eat when I just didn't want to think that much about dinner, which is usually how I feel at the end of the day. So Kurt and I just enjoyed our food together. We always sit down and eat dinner together. We definitely don't do that for all other meals, but for dinner we try and sit down and catch up on each other's days. And then when we're done dinner, I usually do either a face mask or just wash up, wash my makeup off. I wasn't wearing any makeup today, so I didn't do that, but I just used my Delicate Cleanser from Luminance. I'm not gonna walk you through my whole routine. I'm just gonna show you what face mask I was using this night, but if you guys wanna see my nighttime skincare routine, I'm more than happy to post that. Again, just drop it in the comments below. So I just wash my face with my cognac sponge and the Delicate Cleanser and then pat it dry so it's still a little bit wet. And then I'm using the Blue Tansy face mask from Herbivore. I have been loving this, and to be honest, it was that time of the month, so my skin was breaking out and I just needed something cooling. And then I kind of just start slowing down. I turn off all the lights and turn on my fairy lights or just mood lighting. But obviously it's still light out because even at 8 o'clock here, it's still light out. And then I just sit on my computer and watch some YouTube videos or stuff that just kind of is mindless. I know that screen time isn't always the best, but honestly, I just find it really, really relaxing. And then I always make tea, which you guys have seen in pretty much every What I Eat in a Day video. I always end the day with tea. I've been loving all the different varieties from Yerba Buena Tea Company, which I talked about in my monthly favorites. This one's the Lavender Ginger Mint. I really like this one for going to sleep just because it has lavender, which is super soothing and relaxing. And then I also add a little scoop of honey because I just like adding honey to my tea. And also I learned that honey is great for helping me fall asleep. So it's another hack that I do. And then I just add those into my mug, and it's just my favorite way to end the day. I can't explain how much I love having my tea. And of course, some peanut butter cups from Trader Joe's. We have these in the house from a camping trip we did recently, and if they're in the house, I'm gonna eat them. They're so good, but very addictive. So I only had a couple of them, but definitely went back for more. And then Kurt calls me his diffuser fairy because I go around the house and I start filling all of our diffusers. These are the Sage blends. This one I'm using in here is the Stress Release. So I do this in our living room. And it just obviously helps with aromatherapy, stress release. I love it. And then I go into our bedroom and I fill that one with Tranquility. And then I close the door. That way the whole room fills with the Tranquility, which just helps me to sleep. I've honestly been sleeping so much better since I started doing this. And then we get on the couch with Bodhi and snuggle, turn on the TV. We're watching Parks and Rec right now. Just whatever we're watching, turn those lights off and relax on the couch. And that's really all I do for my evening routine. I usually fall asleep there, or I get in bed and read a book and then go to sleep, and that's it. What do you think of the new fairy lights in here? Oh, just me by myself now.